everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's matchup features a very good defense. The Vikings are top 10 in fewest points allowed. And they'll be up against the Lions offense that wants to prove it can do some damage.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. This is Theo Riddick. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Here we go now. Detroit!
Out of the gun, Savage. It's complete to Golden Tate. And down he'll go at the 25. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 23. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
2nd down, Bradford. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. From the gun, Bradford. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Bradford now to throw on first down. Going with a screen for Murray. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. They'll throw again. Bradford looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Glover Quinn came into the NFL as a cornerback, but he's morphed into one of the better safeties in the league, and he just finished this one off with that nice pick.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be... Second down. Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard right there at the 43. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard! Let's go! Boo, landed! Boo, gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Now it's Savage. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Linval Joseph with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, it's Murray. And some room to maneuver. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
On first down, Murray. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. First down, Bradford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrett Davis coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now
or
very
lights
quickly.
out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Working out of the gun, Bradford. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Lions now.
And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They go back to Abdullah on first. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Give. This is Abdullah, and he'll be knocked down sideways. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
I say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Let's go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. What's in that party? All right, now, lucky 56. Detroit.
Throwing on 3rd down, it's Savage. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So 1:56 to play in this first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now Bradford on second down. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Bradford hitting Thielen there for a Viking first. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jared Davis in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Now a second down throw for Bradford. He'll find Thielen working the middle. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 87 yards, and the Vikings are able to strike for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
There's Savage on first down. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Here we go now.
Throwing again. Savage. Looking downfield for Jones. He's got it at the 15. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Here we go.
And some room to work. Latavius Murray past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Latavius Murray, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, and now he bowls him over. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Boom! Back Philly. Here we go.
Back to throw. Savage. And he fires one that's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Following the interception, Bradford. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
They run with Abdullah, and he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
10 yards still left on 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, landed. No, check, Patrick. Back Philly, here we go. Watch him now, Barney.
And they'll try the air now with Savage. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, This too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Trying to improvise. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
So 2nd and 10 here. To throw again. Savage. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
To throw on 3rd down. Savage. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This is taken at the 18. And a nice spin into some open field. Still fighting for more. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Dancing, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bradford. And the pressure gets to him again. Ziggy Ansah in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
In search of something here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Bradford getting his guys ready. Bradford to throw it. Going deep for Diggs. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be marked down deep in Detroit territory. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Bradford going to give it to Murray. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. A play fake to Murray. Now Bradford buying time to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Latavius Murray with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Now Franks for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Golden Tate, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run the counter with Murray. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Bradford draw play. He gives to Murray. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On 1st and 10, Bradford. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. That was second down run for Murray. And an alley to run. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Latavius Murray with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out now come the Lions. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now he'll let it go deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Bradford with a give to Murray. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Defense showing blitz. They go with Murray again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Latavius Murray. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Latavius Murray, 42 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Franks to add the PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. First and 10, Savage. He completes it to Abdullah. 11 yards on the pickup, and it's good enough for a Detroit first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go now. Gone.
Now Savage. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Savage from the 50. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
On 1st down, Savage. Flushed out right. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Now a desperation throw deep down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Anderson Dejo. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Shift together here from the D-line. Bradford, wow, he's going to throw. And Diggs has it. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Now a give. This is Murray. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Throwing again. Bradford on 2nd and 10. Shoves him aside. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. From the gun, Bradford. And he's able to find Diggs. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground near the 42.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Throwing here, Bradford. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Vikings, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Lions, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.